Good morning, everyone. Today is an exciting day. We got all-time highs in the Nasdaq. Pretty exciting here. We got Jerome Powell talking today around 2 o'clock. We are going to be live for that, so don't miss it. I am going to stop trading before 12, or maybe right at 12 o'clock. I'm going to stop looking at these charts. I think trading is going to be pretty choppy after 12, and I'm going to go take a break and go hit the gym and come back at 2 o'clock. We'll be live for FOMC. All right, so let's see what's going on, because I just got in. All right, we got that pump off the open. Yesterday was that slow grind, man. That was killing me yesterday. So we've got all-time highs. So it looks like the next logical. There's a couple ways to look at this when you have all-time highs, right? You can either look at trend lines. Sometimes it runs into trend lines. Sometimes you can also look at pivot points, and then sometimes you can also look at Fibonacci's, or maybe a combination of all of them. Oh, wrong. Let's see where you have a pivot point. We're at a pivot point right now on the 1 hour. See about these Fibonacci extensions, maybe. It's been a while since I used Fibonacci extensions. Let's see if I can. So we're at the 1618 right now. So a lot of different things going on right now. I ran a fib extension from this low to this high to this low. And it looks like we're right at that 1.618. That is the golden ratio. And then we have also got a pivot point up here where we're bouncing off of. And then we've got some trend lines up here. So I'll leave a couple things up here. See what happens. All right. As of right now, it looks like our daily is here. Yesterday's high is down here also. So everything's below us. Everything's below us. Overnight lows are here. That's the only thing I'm going to mark out as the overnight low. I'm going to mark that out. Most of our volume is down here. So maybe we circle back down this way. Don't want to be the first one to the party though. We want to make sure that we are very sure in our trades before we jump. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. As of right now, it just looks like more and more up. Let's get some tunes going because it's kind of quiet in here. So on our 3-minute here, it looks like we had some bullish absorption right here. And it looks like we're getting that double top possibly. See the market opened. Bullish absorption here, and we ran to the upside. I'd like to see today be more of a consolidation day though, to be honest, because that slow grind up, that kills me. Good morning, Josito. What's going on, brother? Yes, sir, man. It looks like we're getting all-time highs this morning. Market is pumping like crazy. There she goes. Man, I really don't like when the markets trend too much. It's really hard to either get in or know when tops are. It's very difficult to trade these markets. I took a couple of trades last night during the slower markets because I was testing out my settings and my OBS because it's been giving me issues. But I got it all buttoned up now, so we're gonna be good. But yeah, I took a couple of trades last night. One on those markets, but for some reason, man, it's markets that just keep on trending, choppy on the way up are just nasty. They just kill me every time. Yeah, I would love a correction, man. I would love to, no matter what direction we go in, I would love to see it be clean and fast, not slow grind up or slow grind down, because they're too misleading. They make you feel like they're gonna turn. They make you feel like they're gonna, reverse, and then they never do. It's so misleading, man. It's crazy. All right, so right now I put a couple of things on the screen. I have a pivot point up here at 21,111, and we also had the 1.618 Fibonacci right around here, but we've already blown through that, so I'm going to take that off the screen. We don't need that anymore. Looks like this thing has a mind of its own right now. I think the next stop might be the trend line from earlier, from yesterday, that it's been kind of respecting until now. These markets sometimes tend to circle back and tap those out. So let's see what happens here. This trend line was pretty accurate. Let's see if we can maybe tighten it up just a little bit. Okay, maybe that trend line will hold a little better. Yeah, it's a difficult trade, man. Yeah, and then the problem with that kind of market like we had yesterday is that you would get in and then it would come back to stop you out. No matter what direction you were going, whether you thought it was going to short or you thought it was going to reverse or down, or if you thought it was going to go up, no matter where you got in, it was just so nasty and choppy in the afternoon. So I'm glad I kind of stopped trading after, I think it was after like 2 or 3 o'clock. I just like called it quits and said, this is disgusting. But today, I'm hoping for some clean movements, hopefully before 12. And I'm not trading after 12 today because it's going to be crazy with the FOMC with the FOMC announcement and all. We're going to be live at 2 o'clock for that. I am going to cut the stream short at 12, though. I'm going to go take some personal time at 12, and then I'll come back at 2 for the FOMC meeting. See how these markets move around. Thank you, baby. Yes, sir. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get some tunes going here in the background so I can not drive myself crazy with the silence. All right, cool. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We're right at the pivot point right now at 21,103. I'm not trusting any shorts, guys, to be honest with you. I'm not trusting any shorts unless they are really, really kind of broken pattern or broken the structure. It's going to be really hard to catch the right short in this market we've been having these last 2 days. I'd like to see a break of trend before really considering shorts. Even if I'm not, catching the exact point of the reversal, which is very nice to do most times because you can get a really nice stop loss. But what we're seeing right now is just like a lot of strength. Like if we look at the CVD right here, just huge. Look at these huge moves up here. Even when we have a negative delta, it's still being absorbed. It's being absorbed here, it's being absorbed here, it's being absorbed here. You don't see as much bearish absorption, and that's what kind of like is signaling to me just chill on the shorts, even though I like to be right on shorts. I like to be right on reversals, but not always. I mean, it's not always the wisest thing to do like yesterday. So Zito says 21,215 is that what is after or looking for all-time highs? Well, I was under the impression we did hit all-time highs already, brother. I think we have all-time highs right now. I think the all-time high was at 20,987, unless I'm incorrect. But let me. So what I'm looking at here possibly is I'm looking at 20,180. This area here, more for a few reasons, because obviously we have a trend line there, and it's also our average daily range in this area. So maybe because of those two things, maybe we'll have some move back. Yeah, I thought we did. Like, let me zone out to the weekly and see. Yeah, the last all-time high was 20,900s, and right now we're at 21,000. So we've left that behind. I don't think there's anything else. Let me scroll over. I don't see anything, bud. Yeah, so we are all-time highs presently right now. It's not a new thing for the S&P, but for Nasdaq, this is not a common occurrence. Could be making a little bit of a pushback here to clean up some of these imbalances, maybe all the way back down to 21,000. Could be possible. Looks like we're getting a little bit of resistance right now, but we'll see. This could be fun to take as a paper trade, just to play it out and see what happens. Still no huge red flags, but you know, dumps could come out of nowhere. All-time highs, man. We've been waiting for this moment for a few weeks now, because S&P's been hitting all-time highs left and right. So Jerome might crash these markets, so we'll see. Yeah, no, man. This is from now. Yesterday we got a huge pump, but we didn't make it to all-time highs. Yesterday we came short of all-time highs. I think yesterday we closed at, let's see here. Or we got up to as high as 20,935 yesterday, but the all-time high was at 985 or 986, 7, something like that. Yeah, I think it is because, like you said, we haven't had a proper retest of the all-time high yet. Plus the VWAP is down there, so it would make for a nice short back to all-time highs. That would make a very nice short. How many points is that from where we currently are? That would be over 100 points. It's 125 points. Yeah, that would be nice. Very clean. That would be a very clean short if we can catch that. And I don't think it'd be a stair step down. It might be something quick just to get it out of the way, and then maybe consolidate here for a bit, and then figure out whether we continue going up or we go back down. But as of right now, the market's still looking strong. What I do want to look at is I want to look at this momentum wave. So there's this indicator that I've used in the past before. It works really well on Bitcoin, but it's called a momentum indicator, right? And you see these blue waves in here. And these blue waves, what they do a lot of times is they indicate when a trend is weakening. So what you want to look for is you want to look for a divergence. So when you see perhaps price go higher, but you see the momentum going in a different direction. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so kind of like right here, even though we're in a bull market for the last few days, you see that the momentum here kind of slowed down, and these waves, the next momentum wave was smaller than this momentum wave. But the issue here is that we had price go up. So price went up and momentum went down. So that led to a little bit of a dump. That was probably the biggest dump we had yesterday, to be honest with you, like pretty much all afternoon. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now in order to really be like, okay, well, maybe we get a reversal. Maybe we start looking for lower. So if I don't see that, I'm not going to be believing that we're reversing just yet, because if you see, this thing just looks like it wants more up. Look at this. This is not looking like it's a weaker second wave. It looks like this is a monster second wave. So the trade today might be just looking for dips into strategic areas, maybe the EMAs, if we can possibly catch the VWAP at 21,000, maybe. That's kind of where we're at right now. Maybe we catch the all-time high right around there as well. But I think this market wants more up. I don't see any weakening just yet. Maybe when Jerome comes around later on, he'll throw a loop. What's up, Crown? How's Kissimmee, brother? You know what, Crown? I've been slacking on my push-ups, man. I reminded myself today, I'm like, wait, when's the last time I did my push-ups on stream? And today we're going to make sure we do them as soon as we take the trades. We're not going to play around, because then later I get busy and sometimes I forget to do them and I get backed up with push-ups. So today we're going to do them as we trade. I didn't start a night stream, Crown. What I did last night is I've been having a lot of issues with my computer and streaming. So I figured out what was wrong with my computer. It was the fact that I had the Ethernet line connected, because I heard that Ethernet is a much more stable connection than Wi-Fi. But what was happening was that my Ethernet connection was fighting with my Wi-Fi, and they were battling over which connection to go with. So because of that, I thought it was my computer that was giving me the issues, and I was about to spend like 4K on like a brand new Mac Studio, just to be future-proof, But I'm still gonna probably invest in that next year, but I don't need to do that right now because the issue was just the Ethernet cable. So I unplugged the Ethernet cable, and last night I ran a test. So I ran OBS and I ran OBS. I ran my computers. I ran all the charts. I even ran a YouTube video. I ran audio from the YouTube video. I tried to overload it as much as possible. I ran it for like 3 hours privately, and then I went live for like about an hour and a half just to test it out in real time, and everything worked perfectly, man. So we're back to business, man. We're not going to be cutting our streams early. We're not going to be dropping our OBS signal or anything like that, unless I lose power or something, because we do live in Florida, so we always get that crazy weather sometimes. But unless I lose power, I don't think I'm going anywhere, man. But thank you, brother. A night stream would be pretty cool, but maybe on the days when my wife is not here, maybe on Wednesday nights when she's at church with the youth group, maybe Wednesday nights I can do it. That might be an idea. Did you get a chance to trade yesterday, man? I hope you, if you did, man, I hope you were on the long side. Yesterday I tried to short that market all afternoon because it just looked so lazy and lethargic, and it just kept grinding up. It was disgusting. Thank you, Josito. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, man, you know what I like to do with you guys is connect on Discord, man, so we can maybe chat off stream sometime. I'll create a Discord this week or maybe later on today, and I'll share it with everybody here. Yeah, you're probably better off, Crown. Last day for me was pretty difficult trading. I DLL'd my daily loss limit yesterday. You'll be proud of me. I hit daily loss limit yesterday on TopStep because I raised my position size to two contracts, and then I left a trade open. I left a take profit limit order open after I had closed out a previous trade, and I forgot about it, and it DLL'd me. I was so pissed, man. Yeah, this is the Trump pump, man. I was so pissed. So I almost tilted. I ain't gonna lie, man. I almost tilted. I was taking it out of my Tradeify account, but thank God I kind of like controlled myself after a while. But it's days like that are very difficult, especially when you combine that with this choppy market that we had yesterday afternoon. Like this here, I wanted to short the hell out of this thing, but it just would never stop. It was like, okay, we're gonna break these highs. We take these highs, right? And then you get a nice short, and then you set up again and thinking you're gonna get something similar to this, and just like it was just a slow grind up, dude. This is a recipe for disaster for me. I can't trade this. This is horrible for me. But I gotta know when to bow out quicker. We're not here to give money back. We're here to make some money, even if it's base hits. Yeah, I gotta get in the habit of that, dude. I gotta exit all as soon as I'm done with the trade, man. I haven't been doing it, but I have to start. TopStep should cancel all orders when your main trade is executed. NinjaTrader does that. Yeah, you know what, dude? TopStep, it's not a TopStep thing. It's a Tradeify thing. If you're copy trading, you can't do bracket orders. So bracket orders means that you cancel one order if the other order gets tapped out. But when you're copy trading, it doesn't let you do bracket orders. You have to manually place them. So if you manually place them, you have to manually also close them all out. So yeah, that was my fault. And my buddy Tank, he keeps telling me every day too. He's like, oh, don't forget to hit your exit all. Don't forget to hit exit all. And then yesterday he wasn't on the stream when I did that. And I texted him afterwards and I told him, I was like, bro, I just DLL'd because I left my trade open. He was like, oh man, it happens. It happens to everybody. Yeah, it happens to everybody. Today's going to be a crazy day, man. Today's going to be some fireworks for sure. Looks like the market right now wants to do the same kind of thing it did yesterday afternoon, that slow grind up. I don't know if it's going to set itself up to have any major moves. If I don't see something I like, I'm just going to sit tight, man. I'm just going to sit tight. Yeah, it slowed down. It was like initially pretty pumpy when it opened, and now it just seemed to be, now it's doing that grind again. Maybe we'll keep ourselves entertained one way or another. Let's see. We got some news today, being Friday. There's no news today. Okay. So we had the no, that's not us. Today's Thursday. I'm like, well, today's not Friday. Okay. We had unemployment claims this morning at 8:30. That I wasn't aware of. Okay. Unemployment claims came in just a tad bit lower than what was expected. And let's take a look at preliminary non-farm productivity. I don't think that matters that much, but that was 2.2. Okay, so we have just the Fed's rate decision today at 2 p.m. Obviously, we'll be streaming for that, and then we have Jerome speaking at 2:30. No worries, we got that. All right. You know, let's check out. Let's keep ourselves entertained here because this is going to be a grind. Let's see what see if we can't just see what's going on X. All right. I saw some really funny memes. Definitely saw some really funny memes over the last day or two. It's been hysterical. Yeah, people flipping out. It's been nuts. People crying. It's been pretty insane to see. I'm from Guatemala, brother, but I've been to El Salvador. I went there a couple years ago to check out the scene with the whole Bitcoin, phenomenon that's going on there. I wanted to really experience it firsthand. Yeah, a lot of celebrities are saying that they were going to leave the United States if Trump won. Let's see if that's true. Okay, so looks like we're getting a little bit of a pullback right now, just a tad. Not sure if this is going to go anywhere. So there's this guy. Let me see if I can bring this into screen a little more. So there's this guy named Matt. He's the CEO from My Funded Futures. And this guy is he's always going at FTT. He has a real beef with the guy from FTT, the guy Scott. It says the FTT rug pull seems to be in progress already. Discord is full panic mode as the last remaining handful of loyalists fight the bitter and rest in peace. Wow, I really surely hope not. I really hope not. Maybe we'll jump into the Discord and see some of those comments on FTT, because that's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. I hope everything is okay. Hope everything is kosher over there. But I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I really haven't heard much from Scott in the last day or two. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Wow. There are a lot of people here in Discord kind of losing it. This guy says Scotty Potty has pottied all over us and is now preparing to liquidate all over our delusional asses. Anyone with a link to see if money being loaded to rise? Wow, people are kind of worried here. That's not good. This guy here with the meme. This guy said, imagine I have been trading for 2 months and now when just far with one winning trade to reset a payout and it's really hard to earn money. I guess this guy's also stressing out about getting paid. Thank God I did a bank refund chargeback. They refunded me $500. Wow. Wow. Everyone is losing it on Fast Track right now. It is the end of FTT. Even the staff left this boat. LMAOF. What did they think we would assume? No one here anymore. No one's here anymore. Wow, there aren't any mods in here anymore. That's crazy. You guys see this? There aren't any mods in here anymore. Do I like pupusas, bro? Honestly, I don't, because I had them when I was young. I had too many and I got sick and I threw up everywhere. So since then, I just kind of lost my taste for it. But my mother makes some really good tortillas though. Corn tortillas and flour tortillas too. Amazing. Wow. How do I charge back crypto? How do I charge back crypto? You can't charge back crypto. Yeah, it looks like it's going down, guys. It's never too late to sell your body so you can buy additional accounts. It's a mindset thing. Okay. Same here. 2 days away from being able to request 15K. Now I think it was all for nothing. Staff, stop pretending. Make the announcement. Close the chat. Quick, everyone. Do the Gangnam Style. Support staff not posting since like 30 minutes. Founder online doing nothing. No communication. It's over. Action speaks louder than words. Matt Leach and Brett Simba taunting them on Twitter. No reaction. Wow, guys, I think it might be that might be it for FTT, man. I'm seeing a lot of if somebody doesn't come in here and buy FTT out, like maybe one of the bigger prop firms like TopStep, Apex, maybe even My Funded Futures, if you don't come in here and buy them out for pennies on a dollar and restructure everything, FTT is probably done. We can set up a GoFundMe account. Wow, there is literally no mods in here right now. No support. It's over, guys. Wow. Yeah, we'll be monitoring this, guys, but this is crazy. Yeah, I mean, nobody's even responding back. It's pretty insane. This is pretty insane. Looks like that's the end of FTT. Those that purchase with crypto, how will that refund work? Hi, any discount valid today? I don't know. Rug pull. Oh wow, support left the chat. Where can I get the link for Quanta? Currently 100% off. Calm before the storm. But the rain that comes with it is usually good. No. I think support all agreed on their own that yesterday was the last day for them if Scott didn't show up. Someone said it's better to trade on TradingView with paper trade at this point than to trade with FTT. Yeah, man. Everyone's talking about calling banks, initiating chargebacks, try to get your money back. Founders have left with traders' money. Scott's address is on X and online. Go over there if you live nearby. Comfort him. Confront him, not comfort him. Confront him. Wow. No worries, man. If they are rug pulling, can he actually get away? Wow, so it looks like that's it, guys. It looks like it's done. Let me see what the last last announcement was from FTT. Okay, it looks like the last announcement. We're happy to announce the addition of DX Feed to our broker offering alongside Rhythmic. With this expanded offering, you can use the same platform you have grown to love as Quantower and Addis. Volumetrica, man, it looks like they haven't said anything. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty sketch. Pretty sketch. Let me see the payouts. When's the last time somebody posted a payout? Looks like on the 3rd. So the last payout posted here is on the 6th. Just a morale boost for everyone waiting on payouts. I got an approval email for $41,000 on 10/9 with a pay by date of 10/31. So far, I've received 20K. Please stand patient. Trust Scott. Oof, there hasn't been a post all day for payout, so no bueno. And these were all from the 6th probably too, or the 5th. Okay, we'll keep monitoring that. It's pretty crazy. All right, so it looks like right now we're getting a little bit of a toppy signal here. We got bullets absorption, followed by selling pressure, followed by some more bullets absorption here. So a nice trade for me would be to take a short off of these wicks and see if we can maybe get a good sign once we get up there. Play that by ear. This market's been very difficult to trade though, so we just got to be very careful with this. Unbelievable. Somebody told me here in the chat the other day, and I was telling people how, yeah, FOMC's today at 2, bud. I was telling somebody in the chat the other day, well, I was telling the chat the other day that I had blown my 20 FTT accounts. And someone on the chat says it's probably for the best because they weren't going to pay you anyway. So I'm seeing this today kind of really brings it full circle. because I probably, if I would have traded better those few days where I blew my account, if I would have traded better, I probably would just be getting around to being eligible for a payout right about now. And that would have really, really, really hurt. If I would have been completely eligible and I wouldn't get paid, for, maybe like a month and a half of hard work, or, or a month, at least a month of very hard work, patience, doing all the right things. So that would have been pretty sad. But maybe that's for the best. Maybe it was part of God's plan. FOMC is today at 2, guys. I'll be streaming that live. I'm going to take a break at 12 and come back at 2. See if we can't. Let's try a little short off of this just to keep ourselves, entertained. Looks like it wants to go. I would say 21.35. Yeah. These are paper trades I throw out first just to test the waters. A lot of times it does this because it makes it look like it's really good, and then it comes back for more stop losses. So the real trade I'm going to take with my prop firm accounts will be closer to these wicks up here. If I do take a short, I just got to see how it reacts up here. 130, so 120 is my cutoff. It's pretty insane. I'm gonna try 118. I think this market's still pretty strong. We're trying it though. Trying it, see if we can get a little move here. Little move down. More than likely it's gonna blow our face off. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Trying to keep our stop losses tight though. Yeah, it looks like it wants more up. Definitely looks like it wants more up. If we got saved by a tick, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked, to be honest with you. I'll be extremely shocked if we get saved by a tick here. If we get a massive move down, that would be amazing for us, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky. I think the market still wants probably more up here. Slow grind up again. Let's hope not. Let's hope we get a little bit of a drop. It looks like it's having a hard time going down. Yeah, it's going for us. Yeah, once more. I'd be shocked if this thing drops. Very shocked. This thing's messing with us. It's messing with us big time. It's gonna pop so hard, it's gonna blow through the roof. This thing's gonna pop to like 21,200 because the way it's setting up right now. I hope not though. I hope we get a drop here. We literally got saved by a tick if that's the case. That was close, guys. That was close. I hope we get this drop though. I hope we get this drop. Market's kind of due for one. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, market. We don't need you so high. It'd be nice to recoup. It'd be nice to recoup some of these imbalances down here. 2160. 21. 2136. Be nice to hold. But we'll see. We're gonna hope for the best here. We're gonna hope for the best. Wow, we really got saved by a tick there. That's crazy. I'm going to take that off, guys. I'm going to take that off and start collecting these base hits because, oh, look, it's going. Yeah, well, we did good on that one. We made 400 and something dollars on that. Let's see what we made on that last trade. Orders, market. I don't know what we made on that last trade. We made something. We made like 500 something dollars. Yeah, so our P&L for today is 1140 because I traded a little bit last night. So let me update that. Can you believe we got saved by that one tick, guys? That was nuts. So I can only make like $300 more because I think there's a $1,500 $1,500 limit on what you can make. 1430 total profit, gross P&L, 5 trades. Profit. Is my total profit? My total profit's 1430, but my gross P&L is 1140. Which one do I use? Oh, total profit. So my total profit is 1430. Do you guys know? If my total profit is 1430, it shows here my total profit is 1430, but my gross P&L is 1140. So I'm a little confused. Did I make 1140 today? That would be my gross total profit was 1430, but maybe that includes. But that didn't include the loss. Oh, there we go. Losing trades. Okay. So then when you reduce this, I'm at 1140 for the day. I got it. 1140. Makes sense. So it looks like that short was very short-lived. Good thing I took profits when we did. That was very good. 40. So I can make $360 today. 360. Yeah, 360 is the max I can make more today. That's the most we can make in order to stay under the 50% consistency. It's all right, Josito. Don't worry, dude. I just figured it out. I wasn't scrolling down far enough to see my losing P&L there too. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, we're good. We're good. That was a risky short. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It was a very risky short, but I saw the momentum dying off, and I saw the struggle here getting past this range, and I saw buyers absorbing, then sellers coming in, buyers absorbing, sellers coming in. But this might be the double top, and it could be dropping again, I would say. As a matter of fact, I'll try it. Let's see. This is just a paper trade, guys, to keep myself kind of from touching buttons. All right, so at least we got our TopSteps back in profit, which is a good thing, because after yesterday's devastating loss from just having a trade open, yeah, that was not fun. Yeah, it looks like now we might be getting that short again. I think that because what I saw here was a lot of rejection here, and then it circled back into the area that it was getting rejected from, and it's getting rejected again. So this could be setting up for a nice short again. Should have been waiting for that short up here. Would have been nice, but I didn't. It wants to go down. It wants to clean up these imbalances in here. That's 100% for sure. It wants to, and it wants the VWAP, and it wants the all-time high retest. It wants all that, so keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I myself am looking for another short if I can get one. Kind of glad I did take profits on that last one though, because it did retrace pretty nasty. It does that a few times before it actually goes in the direction that it's supposed to go in. The better entry would have been here if I would have been patient, but at least I grabbed a couple bucks off of that. Did you see how close I got to getting stopped out though, guys? I literally was saved by a literal half a tick. If you guys didn't see that, you could rewatch it on here. I literally got saved by like half a tick. I've never been saved by a less of a margin in my life. That was nuts. That was crazy. If I would have put my stop loss just one tick lower, I would have been out, and I would have been very angry. I got top tick. I would have got top tick, and that would have sucked. It's really hard to take a trade with a nice stop loss entry. I see a lot of guys, they trade and then they don't use a stop loss and you just manually let the trade run. That's way too risky for me. That's why the only places I really like to take trades is at the point of reversals, because my stop losses are in such good places. They're at the tops of wicks or bottom of wicks. I know it's risky sometimes because you don't wait for the market to confirm, but the only other option is being a momentum trader or being a breakout trader. And it's really tough placing your stops on those kinds of moves. Josito, what's usually the other way? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, usually it's the other way around. Usually you get taken out by a tick, not saved by a tick. But I was just looking at that thing, and it was just kind of like a brick wall. It kept running up against my stop, like a brick wall, and it wouldn't go. So I was like, "Yes, man, if I get saved by this tick, wow, man, that'd be a good day. That'd be a nice day." Let me fix my parameters back here too. I gotta change my settings again. I don't want to be a degenerate. I don't like being a degenerate. So daily profit target, daily loss limit. Let me go back to 425. Save. Try to stay safe, guys. Always trade safe. Always use protection. All right, we're all set. We cannot be degenerates today. The worst we could do today is break even. On equity, that is. Looks like we're getting that dump again. Dumperoni and cheese. Looks like we're getting it, guys. Sellers are absorbing buyers for the first time all day. Sellers are absorbing buyers right now for the first time all day, but will it last or is it short-lived? We're going to be patient here, guys. We're going to be very patient. Make sure that we don't even need that much. We only need like a 10-point move. I think we only need a 10-point trade. So if we get a 10-point trade, we're pretty much done for the day with TopStep. See these wicks up here, guys. These wicks, they make for good stop losses. But what you want to do in a situation like this is that you don't just take it when it reaches these areas. You want to monitor it and see how it reacts when it gets to these areas. Like if it starts hitting a brick wall and then gets denied, then that may be setting up for a nice short. But we had absorption here, but then that absorption turned into a green candle. So that's a bullish sign. So that's why I'm not like jumping into a short right now as we speak, because I still see bullish signs at this moment. It may just come up to sweep the liquidity up here and just grab maybe anybody's stop losses, then drop. But I don't trust it just yet. If it does drop at all, it may not even drop. Very, very good likely chance that we do reverse from here, that I'll be honest. Let's see what happens here, guys. All right, there's a lot of positive delta coming up. A lot of positive delta. Let's see what the sellers do with this. It's been one of those markets, guys, that you just want to get long every chance you get. One of those days. It's one of those days. It's just one of those days that a trader goes through. So FTT is on a sinking ship, guys. Sorry that I started off with them. I didn't mean to give them any extra attention, but that was short-lived for me. And we're back. Looks like it's having a bit of a challenge here at 135. Next level that I'm kind of looking at, if we do break out through here, next level is the 180 level. It's kind of where I had my eye on. But right now, since we did get this massive candle, we're getting a lot of volume coming in here. And usually these volume spikes, a lot of times are the blow off top. And then after that, you start to see the market kind of just fade. But we haven't seen a market like this in quite a bit. So I would just sit on my hands right now. Just to play it safe for now, guys. Oh wait, no, I can make a lot more today. I got that all mixed up. I got that all messed up. That's my total equity across the board, across 5 accounts. So I could take a bunch more trades, because it's 1,500 that you can make per day, and divided by 5. Yeah, so I've only made about $300 per account, is what it seems like. I think that's about right. Okay. All right. We'll see. Feels like I made more though. Feels like I made more. How much have I made today? Profit center. 1430. Yeah, we're getting that pump. 10:29 a.m. Oh no, that's what is this? Let's see. Okay, well, I'm confused. I think I can make a lot more money in these accounts. I was just reading it incorrectly. Now, back to the drama. Let's see what's going on here. See if there's any updates. Back to the drama. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're keeping an eye on FTT's. Oh, wow. I think it's over. Wow, I think the main lobby got shut down, guys. Oof. I think all the channels are shut down. Let me check my phone. Their Discord is done? Oh, it's cleared out, guys. It's done. There's nothing. Check that out. Wow. FTT has initially rug pulled their Discord. Hopefully not the entire company. Wow, everything is Dunsky. I'm doing much better today, Tank. I took a nice little trade just a few moments ago. We're up pretty handsomely. But I'm not sure if you've heard the update, man. But FTT is done. Their Discord is shut down. There's nobody even. There's no mods or admin even answering anyone since yesterday. So they're cooked. So right now we're up about $1,140, I think, on the day. But I think I'm up more. I don't know. I don't know. 5. Yeah, I don't know how much we're up because this was at 49.9. Now it's at 420. So that's like $500. So 500 times 5 is 2,500. So I'm confused. I'm really confused because here it tells you your breakdown of how much you made today. But I'm really just confused. I gotta dig into that later, or maybe I gotta look on my TopStep account. Maybe on here. Maybe I gotta look here probably. Let's see what this tells us. Okay, this hasn't updated yet. Okay, yesterday DLL'd, but we're good now. Our accounts are sitting nice now. We're at 50,420. Hopefully we'll keep it up. How you doing, bud? Are you trading? Yeah, man. Whew, crazy. That's per account. Oh, that makes sense. That's per account. That's per account. Okay. 1140 per account. Hold on, guys. All right, looks like we're topping out a little bit, but I don't trust it because yesterday was a lot of the same stuff. Took a small $200 loss. That's no biggie, dude. I reset my my stop, my daily loss limit. I reset it on TopStep back to $400, just not be degenerate. And I'm only gonna trade till 12 today, and I'm gonna take a break, and then we'll be back for the FOMC meeting. So we might be getting a little dumperoo, maybe here. Maybe a little one. Might be getting a little dump. See if we recover this entire candle maybe. Hey, I think the all-time high was hit today, dude. I'm confused because Josito thought it was higher too, but I don't see it higher anywhere. So I'm thinking we did hit all-time high. July 11th. What's the all-time high at on July 11th? 128? No. Oh, yeah. So we already broke that. We broke that. This market's still looking strong. Still looking strong. Yeah, Josito says it's 21,215, but what date was that on? Because I didn't see it anywhere on the weekly. We hit 215 yesterday? Where was I? I didn't see that. Hold on, guys. Yeah, see, this is the kind of trade I would have taken yesterday. And I would have thought that it was going to come back because we see the absorption here, and we're peaking out, and we had a blow off top. We had the volume, but this is what it kept doing. It kept doing just this. It kept going for more and more. It makes it look like it's going to dump a little, but then it just goes for more and more and more. The MNQ and the NQ are very close in price, but they're not always the same. But that's a pretty big difference in margin if July 8th price got up to that high. But if you look at the NQ, right now I can't do it. I'm stalking this short. But the NQ looks to me like it topped out at around 20,987 is where it topped out last. But if there's a higher price than what I'm just looking at, then yeah, I would like to know where or when and why it's not on my chart. So if we look back on the daily, oh, not there. If we look back on the daily, guys, the highest I've seen is back here on July 11th. Other than that, nothing. Yeah, M&Q is a little different. Usually it's not that different. It's a pretty big difference there, though, if it is. This thing keeps shooting for the stars and wants more and more and more. So it looks like FTT is a wrap, guys. They won't be taking any more of my money, I'll tell you that much. See if we can start a question here in the chat, guys. I'm really actually curious. Try to get to know you guys a little bit better here. Check out the question, guys, if you get a chance, if you'd like to share that information with us. Yeah, 21,214 I see on July 8th for NQ. You really see 21,214 on July 8th for the NQ? On July 8th, the high of the day on my screen is 2692. I don't know if you could see that, but it's very strange that you got something different. I think NQ wants to shoot for 180 next, guys. It's like a few points of, well, actually it hit 180. It hit 173. No, it didn't hit 180 yet. I think it wants to either hit 180 or it wants to bump up against these trend lines. Either one. Oh, you see that on TopStep's platform? Well, maybe that's why. I heard TopStep has like crazy slippage and stuff like that on their TopStep X. Maybe their data's off, but I mean, all the data comes from CME. I don't know how that's possible. That's nuts. Tank, I'm not sure if you were here when I said it, but that last trade I took, dude, I was literally saved by half a tick. Literally, dude, it bumped up against my my stop loss like 5 times, and it just wouldn't go. It was so close. I've never been that close and not get stopped. I was very close to manually closing it out, just because I'm like, this thing doesn't look good. It kept trying to bump up against my stop loss, and then it would bounce between my stop loss and my entry point. And I'm like, should I close this thing out? Because it's looking like it's just going to take my money. Thank God I didn't, though. Thank God I stood my ground. You got to be a man sometimes and just let it take your money. It was a short. Yeah, I like playing with fire. It was a short. It was a short. As a matter of fact, let me point it out to you since we got some time here. Yeah, where was it? Was it this one? I'm pretty sure I took this one. I'm pretty sure I took this short in here. I think I caught most of that. Caught most of this, or I got in on this one. Okay, yeah, I remember what happened now. So I got in on this candle right here. I got in on this candle. Yeah, that's ugly. I got in on this candle, but then this candle kept bumping up against, and I put my stop loss right here. Dude, look how close. Let me see if I can just grab a line. So we're getting a little bit of a flush, but nothing that I'm interested in yet. So I put my stop loss right there. You can't even slide a piece of paper in between this wick and my stop loss. Like, you literally, man, I was so close to getting stopped out. Look at that. You still can't even see it. But yeah, it did a lot of that. Then it gave me a little bit of a dump. I saw the dump not really wanting to go any further, so we took profits manually. And yeah, not the best of shorts. Not too proud of it because it didn't go far, but at least we took profits. And that's what I am proud of. All right, right now we are getting a little bit of the absorption. We might only get that absorption though to right about here, or I might get that dump right up to about here to clean up these imbalances at 21,118. Could be. Yeah, you tried it probably for the same reason I did. I checked Market Cypher's indicator and I saw the momentum drying up too, and it kind of was an extra confirmation, and I took it. Yeah, we got imbalances down to 120. We got imbalances in the house. Yeah, FTT's Dunsky. Let me see if I can check out their announcements and see if there's anything in there. Well, we caught the last of the lobby, the main lobby. We caught the last of the main lobby live here on the channel. If you guys want to see some of those messages that people were writing, they were pretty funny. Some of them. There's nothing here. Wow, there's nothing. They just got rid of everything. Crazy. Rug pull and a half. That's insane. There's nothing left, guys. There used to be like 20 channels. Now there's like nothing left. Insane. I'm a part of another Discord that's like a spin-off of FTT. It's called The Pit. It's where their top traders go and they talk. They're all talking about the same stuff. It says here, hey, I don't have access to FTT's Discord. It's only me or everyone? And someone wrote, I believe they are finished. So much for all those people defending them yesterday. Yo, crazy. Oh man, this is pretty insane. Let me show you guys. Oh yeah, this is pretty wild. Their official website is fasttracktrading.com, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Trade channels, open chat. Everyone here on the Discord, the Pit Discord, also talking about this thing is just being done. Anything on news? Okay. I think open chat's probably the best. This is pretty nuts, guys. This is pretty nuts. Guys, continue. Let's keep the topic out of. Yeah, so a lot of people here are cleaning up the chat. They're trying to tell them to keep all the fast track trading talk out of here and just to keep it in a different channel. To have a fast track trading channel here. Yeah, look guys, this is done. Someone here said the silver lining is that he disrupted the industry and now we have direct to funded accounts and other places. I guess so. You can look at that silver lining. But a lot of people are out big money. Out tons of money. Yeah. They shut down the main lobby in Discord, so it's not looking very good. RIP FTT. Looks like it's done, guys. All the cars, watches, and all that stuff was too sketchy. He did the bare minimum to make everyone keep buying accounts. Ay. Unreal. Okay. Move on. So I guess it was nice while it lasted for a lot of guys. I got in there a little bit too late. By the time I bought my accounts and I would have got them to pay out, which would have been right about now, I would have been high and dry. So, story of my life. I'm usually a little bit too late. So what we're seeing here, guys, is they came down to clean up these imbalances right to that 120-ish level. And then we had this pop. Now, a lot of times this pop will signify that, you know, there was buyer demand here, and then this thing keeps going higher. Or sometimes they do this to make it look bullish, and then they just fill the wick again, and they just continue going down. So not sure what's going to happen here, but I don't see any signs of there being like an imminent drop anytime soon. The structure doesn't look like it, and I don't see that much absorption to signify anything that major to happen. You know, whatever's happening right now might just be inducement, but we'll play candle by candle. Yeah, FTT, fast track trading. Yeah, stay away from them. I mean, I don't know if you can anymore, but I don't even know if you can go to their website. Fast track. Hold on, guys. All right. Who's going long here? Who's going long? Anybody going long? It might not be the worst of trades, to be honest with you. Buy high and sell higher. Give it a little paper trade try here. Let's keep things interesting. A 10 and 20, 10 point stop loss, 20 point TP. RIP FTT. This could be the makings of a decent long here. As crazy as it may sound, taking a long at all-time highs. I'm personally staying out of any real trade at the moment. I don't see anything that's popping out 100%. This just looked interesting to me, so we're just going to try it here on paper trade. It looks like it might not end up being that bad. Looks like buyers are actually stepping in. This could make for a 20 point TP. Actually not looking bad at all. Anybody here got the balls to go long at all-time highs? Has anybody taken that kind of a trade yet? I can't push myself to do it. I mean, I know it's probably the better trade. It's probably makes more sense because this thing could just keep ripping up and up and up. I do think we're going to get a lot of consolidation though, closer to lunch hour. This might be all she wrote. She might just bounce around in this zone for a while. We have a high volume node here at 21.1, high volume node. Let's see if we got some more high volume areas down here. We have some more here at the daily open. I do think we're gonna probably head back down here because we have a lot of volume here, and we also have the VWAPs all the way up here now. All-time highs was over here, at basically like around 2100. But we have a ton of volume here. But we have more volume here. Okay. So it's kind of crazy. Looks like a lot of volume was conducted in this area here. A lot of volume at 21.1. Still looking good. Long still looking good. That long still looking pretty decent. Yeah. The right entry for that would have been on this candle. See what the rest of the market is doing while we wait for this. What do we got? Let's see. Oil. Let's see what oil is up to. Oil's looking like it's popping today. A little bit. So it got rejected off the high volume node up here at 72. It's been ranging. It's been stuck in this range. That's really what it's been doing. Let's see what it looks like it wants to do. It's a pretty nasty rejection. Okay, well. Looks like NQ is having a difficult time here getting above 150. 21,150 that is. Let's look at the ES. ES is just flying. ES wants 6,000 so bad it could taste it. It's literally 10 points away from 6,000. So maybe that's what the market is really waiting to do. Maybe waiting for ES to hit 6,000 before everything kind of just drops. What do you guys think? Is that all we're waiting for here? For ES to hit 6,000? And then we have a little bit of a cool down? It looked like it made it up to 59.96. It made it to 59.96. There was probably a lot of resting orders there though. It's starting to pop too. ES is starting to pop too. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar looks like it's trying to recover a little bit. Dow's not doing too good today. Dow's actually down. The VIX is up today. Oh, the VIX is down. The VIX is down. VIX is down almost 6%. VIX is down. Bitcoin, 75,000. Off its highs of 76,000. Congratulations to all you Bitcoin hodlers. That's a pretty nasty move. No, actually the all-time high was yesterday, 76,488. You guys are in beast mode, man. 80Ks around the corner. 80Ks around the corner. ETH had a nice pump today, though. ETH is looking a little better today. Makes me happy. All right, so is this market going to give us that 180 here on the Nasdaq? The ES wants 6,000. Let's see what we get first. Do we get 6,000 ES or do we get 180 on the Nasdaq? Or maybe 200 on the Nasdaq. It's like major absorption. Pretty major absorption right there. It could have been a nice entry for the move back up if you believe in it on this candle here. Maybe we add to our position there. Okay, so we added 2 more contracts to this trade here on that candle. And we're gonna hope we get those 20 points. Let's see if it comes. If only trading real real accounts was this easy. Take these trades with like no fear. Yeah, still very bullish here. Looks like buyers are still stepping in to push this higher. If we don't at least test these wicks here, this is going to be a really big fake out, big inducement fake out to the upside. I mean, well, it's going to break to the downside, but if it doesn't at least try those wicks, this is going to be a nasty drop down. If buyers run out of strength. Let me explain to you guys my logic behind taking this trade here, right? So we had this big green candle in here, which signifies there's a lot of demand in this area. We had this candle come back into it, clean up the imbalances that were in here. I showed you guys the imbalances on our footprint chart. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but in here we have this little green line here and this little green line here. Those are imbalances that candle left behind. So this area here was where our last imbalance is on this candle. So it came right up to that imbalance and then popped from there. I don't know if it cleaned it up, but it popped from there. So from that point on, we had a bullish candle followed by an absorption candle that looked kind of bullish. And then we had another candle here that was kind of flaky up and down, not really knowing what direction I wanted to go in. So when it was in this area here, I took the long with the stop loss under this candle, because this candle was a candle that buyers stepped in and absorbed sellers. So I like to put my stop losses under these wicks because usually buyers tend to defend and sellers tend to defend these wicks. As you can see with this drop here, it didn't go after this wick. It came right short of it, and now it's continuing to go back up. So that was the logic that I used to take this trade entry here. And then obviously I added to the trade once we tried to test this wick here again. I added to it and it's looking okay. It's looking just okay. Not looking crazy, but like in a real trade, more than likely in a real trade, if I would have taken this, most likely I would have been stopped out on this candle here, because I probably would have once we were up here, I probably would have went to break even, would have been stopped out here. Maybe I would have re-entered it. Not 100% sure, but this is a very choppy market. This is the type of market that you want to be patient in, if you're taking real trades, because the right trade entry for this wouldn't have been here or here, because here you don't really have much confirmation. And if you're taking it here, once you see this candle close as a doji, but like a bullish doji, I guess you would say, or where you see the delta being absorbed, it's still too early because this candle came down to stop you out. The perfect entry for this trade would have been this candle. Would have been actually this candle's wick right down in here. because you know that they defend these wicks. So if you would have taken it somewhere in here, your stop loss would have been so tight. You would have had like 2 or 3 points of stop loss. So these are the actual trades that like you would call A+. And then you go ride it up for 20 points at least, you know, something like that. We'll see if we can at least get to 20 points. We're bouncing in this 10-point range like for the last 20 minutes. Yeah, this market's having a hard time. Might be an indication of what's to come. I think now we're going to move this to break even because we've already kind of did the whole fake out thing here. So if it does go down again, I want to be protected. Even though this is a paper account, I just want to make sure that I exercise good practices. And we're protected. So if it comes back down, it's no harm, no foul. But now this is a risk-off trade, and if we get our 20-point move, we'll take a nice hit on that. It's not looking good. It's not looking good right now. Not looking good right now. Right now, it's looking a little better. So you see these yellow candles, they're yellow because they're absorbing all of this negative delta. These are sellers coming in aggressively, but the buyers are actually outpowering them. It's a good sign for bulls, but too much of this could also lead to buyer exhaustion, which could lead to a cliff dive. Keep that in mind. It's kind of looking cliffy right now, to be honest. It's looking a bit cliffy. But yesterday it looked cliffy all afternoon and it just kept going. So it's really hard to say. All right, we might be getting a pump. I might be getting it. If we do get this pump right now, it's probably going to shoot up right to the wicks. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. If every trade went as smooth as this one, like that would be ideal. But I think a lot of times I complicate it. I complicate my own trading with going to break even too soon, closing trades out too early. Those are things I got to work on. All right, a couple points away, and we'll be taking our TP on that. Wish I would have taken that on TopStep, but I'm a pansy because I have this thing about taking longs at all-time highs. It just doesn't sit right with me. I would rather be taking longs in a range. Call me crazy, right? You guys have the cojones to take longs in this all-time high? Let's see what the ES is doing. I wonder what gold is doing too. ES is 6 points away from 6,000. So I wonder what's going to happen first. 6,000 on the ES or 2180 on the Nasdaq. Looks like the Nasdaq might get that push to 2180 first. Cojoncillos? That's hilarious. Wow, we came right up to that. Yeah. All right, so we did TP on that. That's nice. That would have been a beautiful trade if we would have taken that anywhere. It's just at the end of the day, guys, you know, you start to find repeatable patterns in this market after a while. And to be honest with you, a lot of it, I'm able to see a lot of these patterns because of these color-coded candles. If it wasn't for these color-coded candles, it's like the high volume here wouldn't pop out at me. So it wouldn't really signal to me that, hey, if we come in here, this is a demand zone, which means it could signal a pop. And if I didn't have these color-coded, I wouldn't know that there's buyers absorbing sellers here, which is bullish. And then we get this major pop. You know, so it really does help. I don't know how you guys can do it on your end. If you're using TradingView, feel free to use these indicators, but they really do help big time. Big time, big time. All right, so let's see what's going on. So Tesla is on a, sorry. Let me go back to NQ. Tesla is on a tear. Let's see Tesla. I've got Tesla pulled up here on my left. We're about to break 300 on Tesla, which is insane. We haven't seen that in quite a while. Last time we saw 300 on Tesla was before the split, obviously. But wowzers. Congratulations to anybody holding options on Tesla. Last time we hit 300 was July of 23. And the all-time highs are in the 440s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So the next target after 300 would be 315. After 315, we've got these all-time highs here. 385 might give some resistance all the way up to 414 was the all-time high. Man, I would like to see 414 again. My long-term portfolio is like 90% Tesla, so I would love that. I knew Tesla would have his day in the sun because it's been really kind of slow these last couple years, Tesla. You know, Nvidia and a lot of other companies have outperformed it like crazy. I think even the S&P and the Nasdaq have outperformed Tesla. But it's doing good now. It's making up for all the slowness now. That's funny how stock works, right? Stock usually works that way, where it doesn't move for a long time, but then it makes all the gains in like a week. So gold is all-time highs. Gold hit an all-time high of 2,800 almost. Right now, I had a little bit of a retracement, but it looks like it's getting bought right back up. Yeah, let me take these. This is clouding up my pivot points. Is clouding up my chart. All right, looks like we got the absorption here on the Nasdaq. I might be interested in taking a short if this plays out the way I think it may. Yeah, gold is looking to test last week's low again. Right up here at 27.25. But let's head back to the Nasdaq because we see something brewing here. So our range today from the open has been from 2131 to now 2171. 21,171. There's about 140 points. Not the biggest of ranges, but yeah, silver had more potential to pop than gold. I haven't seen it. Let's see what silver is trading at. It's probably in the 30s, the low 30s now, right? Silver's at 31.69. I still have some physical silver, which is good to know. I sold a lot of it to buy Bitcoin like 4 years ago, but I kept some. This might be an opportunity for a short in here. I'm just going to keep an eye on this right now. I don't trust it just yet. I don't trust it just yet, but we'll see. Yeah, guys are going crazy right now in the pit Discord right now, talking about how Fast Track owes them a ton of money. Someone in here saying that they owe him 40 grand. Another guy saying he owes him 5 grand. Some guy said emotional damage. Ay, man. Oh man, that sucks. I'm glad and I'm not glad at the same time that I kind of blew my FTT accounts the other day. I'm glad because obviously this would be pretty hurt. I'd be pretty hurt right now if I earned the payout and I didn't get it. But I'm also glad. Well, I'm kind of sad that I blew them up because I exercised bad habits when I did. But we'll make it up with these new accounts we have. It's crazy because Fast Track was just running like 60% off sale like last week to get more money in to pay these traders. But it looks like the Ponzi dried up. The Ponzi's over. The other day, I took my daughter to cheer. She's in cheer. She's a cheerleader. And it started raining. And she's 11. So, it's not that serious. If it's raining and it's the last game of the day and it's raining, you expect the coaches, and it's like the fourth quarter, you would expect the coaches to be like, hey, you know what? Let's just call it a day. Let's get these girls in the cars and back home. And mind you, we're like an hour away because here in Florida, like the teams that we play are like an hour away. That's like the closest teams that we play. And we got soaked, like completely soaked. It was actually kind of cold too. Some of the coaches were just hiding under the tents. That's how nasty the weather was. So long story short, me and both my daughters got soaking wet, and I think it's finally starting to hit me where I might be getting sick because I kind of feel it coming on. I take some zinc and some vitamin C to try to fight it off, but when you feel it, like it's coming, but we'll see. So right now, bud, I'm trading. Take care, Josito. And MLH test. Right now, I'm trading these 5 TopStep combines. Right here, we're trading these, and then I've got a couple of Tradeify 150 accounts that I have that I'm trading after I find my trades for the TopStep accounts. Then I go on Tradeify and look for some trades there. I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna take it slow, and I'm just gonna cherry pick trades with them. So those are the ones I'm working on right now. So we got TopStep and Tradeify. I might add some other ones in the future. Like I think maybe we could take a look at Take Profit Trader, maybe some My Funded Futures, something like that. And see where we go from there. But right now we're happy with these. I was also thinking about giving Apex another shot because they are coming out with the direct to funded. I'd like to see what that's going to look like and what kind of rules are going to be going on with those. How do you like Take Profit Trader? I know a lot of the guys have a problem with the daily loss limit because it's a hard stop, right? The daily loss limit, if you hit it, you lose your account. Is that right? And Apex, they just have their laundry list of rules that you got to be careful with. I've traded Apex before, but I blew my account with a unrealized trailing drawdown. It's kind of sucked because I passed the evals in like 2 days. It was actually pretty easy to pass the evals. I did 3 contracts to pass the evals, and I took 20-point hits every time. So I think I hit like 4 or 5 trades like that and passed them. I think I passed 2 accounts, but I got wrecked when it came to the trailing stop loss, the trailing, not stop loss, the trailing drawdown. Kind of double topping right now, guys. Keep your eye on that. I myself, not taking it just yet. I want to see more confirmation. Yesterday I took too many of them, thinking it was the top, and it was never the top. So we're being a little more careful today. Let's see what we got cooking over here. Might be getting a little bit of a drop. It's possible we're going to get a little drop here. Yeah, I heard the resets are crazy expensive with take profit trader, so you're better off just getting a new account. But you can get paid every day once you get it over the threshold, right? What's the threshold on take profit trader? Is it like 2,500 or depending on the size of your account? I'm sure, right? Looks like this thing wants even higher. It's starting that slow grind again. That's crazy news though on FTT, man. The trolls are going to come out in droves. Start ripping everybody. Someone had a really good response here. It says, the one thing all these prop companies cannot take away from me is I am a profitable day trader. That's the best FU to the world I can have. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to look at it, right? You can't take that away from you. Somebody else is really mad here saying, screw all the people that were saying trust Scott, Scott's the GOAT. Yeah, a lot of people mad today. A lot of angry rappers today. You know, crazy thing is Scott's going to have to move because his home address is public. He was doxxed early on. So he's going to have to find a new place to live because these people are going to go. There's going to be some crazy people out of here that are going to go to his house. Looks like the staff signed an NDA in return for a payoff. Well, that NDA is not going to mean anything if they get called to court and testify. Federal prison would be a good new home for him. Perhaps. Maybe he'd be bunkies with Sam Bankman-Fried. It's crazy to think, and it's ironic because Sam Bankman-Fried token was FTT. Kind of like, can't make this stuff up, right? You were with FTT too, brother? I'm a new trader, but I did not learn a lot. I was fortunate to get one 2K payout last month. Oh, you got a 2K payout from them? Congratulations, man. That was not the easiest thing to do. So what I'm watching right now, guys, I'm looking at this market, and it looks like buyers try to absorb sellers here, but sellers are getting the best of them. So it's looking kind of weak. I might be very interested in taking a short here momentarily. I'd like to see the sellers start to absorb buyers though, but I'm not seeing that quite just yet. But I'd like to get that indication, and maybe we're gonna get that now. Maybe we're gonna get that now. Let me zoom in a bit and see what we have going. I'm having PTSD from yesterday's slow grind up, that I just want extra confirmation on everything I take now. Right now, if I take it, my stop loss would be in a horrible area. So I'm going to be a little patient. If I miss it, I miss it. I've just been burnt too many times yesterday. We gonna see. Okay. We're starting to make our way there. Let's see what happens here. See what kind of reaction we get. So right now we've taken the liquidity from this candle wick here. So it would be a good place to start kind of moving down. But this market doesn't want any parts of moving down. Look at this thing. Look at this. This thing is unreal. And that's why I don't take these shorts too soon now, because this will rip your face off, just like it did to me yesterday multiple times. DLL is not going to be in my language anymore. No more vocabulary. I don't know if you guys have ever watched this guy called Kyle from Damn Good Trader. I found out about fast track trading through him. They owe him a $60,000 payout. He's a big influencer. So I'm wondering what he has to say about it today. I'm going to check out his live later if he goes live, or his Twitter. He was catching a lot of heat because of them, because he brought a lot of people there. This might be the blow off top, so we'll keep an eye on it, see if this reverses. Yeah, Patrick Wheeling too. He hasn't gotten paid. He's with them, but he hasn't gotten paid. He didn't push them that hard though. I'll be honest. I'll give Patrick that. He didn't really push them that hard. He just mentioned them. He didn't talk about them all that much. Yeah, looks like Kyle hasn't said anything about this. Nope, nothing. Crazy. Yeah, this guy Matt from My Funded Futures is relishing right now in the destruction of FTT. He's like the happiest guy in the world right now, next to Joe Biden. He's just giddy. Yeah, a lot of influencers are very quiet today. Patrick's living his best life, man. I caught a video of his this morning where he was, now he's in Costa Rica. This guy was in Hawaii for a month, like last month, and now he's in Costa Rica for a week on a fishing trip. Yikes. Everybody is going in on FTT right now. We got Brett Simba, the CEO of Tradeify, also relishing right now. Somebody responded to his tweet said, "No way, for real? Literally just bought some accounts a few days ago. RIP to his accounts. We need an FTT discount code for those affected." Yeah. Be careful with all prop firms, man. Don't put all your eggs into one basket, because, I mean, we don't know the financial condition of any of these companies because they're not publicly traded. You know, we don't know. They don't have audited financials. So be careful with all of them. This market just continues to grind up, guys. Higher and higher. Higher she goes. So if you went long from the open, that was the move. Would that have been a reckless trade if you just said, you know what, I'm just gonna buy at the open. I'm gonna buy at 9:30, and I'm just gonna go long with no stop loss, and just let it ride. So 9:30 right here. If you would have bought at 9:30 at the lowest point of this wick, you would have literally never experienced any drawdown at all. You would have been green all day. Right now you'd be up handsomely. Let's see, 21,000. You'd be up a cool 190 points. So on one mini, you'd be up about almost $4,000. It would be $4,000 in a few minutes. That's insane. Did you guys hear about this? That Hamas calls for an immediate end to the war after Trump election win? I've already seen this twice already, and now it's just got reposted by Donald Trump Jr. So it's looking pretty credible, and Community Notes hasn't tagged this as being misinformation. So it's crazy. Yeah, everybody's reporting on FTT now. Yeah, it's times like these that make TopStep and Apex look that much better. Even though they come with their drawbacks, you know, nothing's ever perfect. A lot of people say Apex is going to be next, but I don't know. I don't see that in the cards. A lot of people keep saying that, even in these recent videos, recent tweets. We hit 190. We hit 6,000 on the ES? Let's see if we got the 6,000. No, we're still like 3 points away. 59.97 on the ES. Yeah, this thing's going. This thing's like a train. So according to a lot of the people that have been with FTT for a while, the guy Scott spent a ton of money on a so-called sister company, basically a scam way of being able to buy like a bunch of exotic cars. What a lot of wealthy people do is they'll open up a car rental dealership, exotic car rental dealership. They'll hope to break even on it. Sometimes they take even a little bit of a loss on the business, just so they can have access to those cars whenever they want. So Scott did this with the company not even being a year old yet. Scott opened up another company, bought all these cars. Huge red flag, by the way. Bought all these cars, bought all these watches, started living like this baller lifestyle. And now all the tweets are coming out now with all the pictures of the cars, pictures of the watches, and seeing how how, you know, some people could think like, if you've got a business that's 6 months old, it's literally like a newborn baby. Just because it's making you a lot of money initially, which most businesses don't, just because it's bringing in a ton of cash doesn't mean that all that cash is profit. But some people, they just don't know how to handle money. And this guy has a shady background from what I hear anyway. I think there was stories of this guy like not getting evicted from a beach house in New Jersey, and then stealing the chandeliers on the way out after getting evicted. It was like unbelievable. Like, what kind of a scumbag does that? Really, really weird. Yeah, so this guy had McLarens. He had more McLarens. He had like 3 McLarens, a black one, a white one, an orange one. Let's see if I pull this up on Twitter for you guys. That's insane. I'll pull it up. Yeah, is this guy Matt? Is trolling again? Something went wrong. Look like this is his Discord. No, this is Scott's Twitter. He's no longer on Twitter. Let's see. Looks like he erased his profile. Yeah, no, he's no longer on here. That's crazy. That's insane. So these are the cars. Apparently, these are the cars that Scott has purchased. You got a nice Ferrari in here. A lot of tons of watches. Like I saw some of the posts of all the watches this guy had. Like a whole bunch of watches. Like here are some of the watches. Looks like this black carbon fiber one here, a Rolly, Hublot. Check out orange McLaren, black Corvette, white McLaren, more watches, more watches, more watches. Yeah, this guy had a wall of watches. Check out Maseratis, BMWs. Yeah, this guy he bled this company. Incredible. Yeah, man. Feel bad for the people. Feel bad for the people that are waiting for payouts. Some people are actually waiting for that money to feed their family. That's the worst part. So attention, current and former customers of FTT trading. With the imminent demise of FTT, I want to let each of you know that there may be options for recourse. This is a devastating time for many. I will share only credible information. Stay tuned. Okay? We'll see. All right, we might be getting a little bit of a pullback now. Finally, maybe back down to 164, 162. Don't expect anything too crazy. All right. There's a saying that says, be willing to take what the market will give you. So the market has been pretty generous to us last night and this morning. Our TopStep accounts are looking healthy again. So I'm happy about that. And it is 12:01, so I'm going to exercise discipline. And I'm going to go hit the gym for a little while, guys. And I will see you guys back here at 2 p.m. for the FOMC meeting and all the craziness that goes along with that. So check you guys out. Be safe here trading. Don't go crazy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, guys. Take care. See you soon.